Hey guys, Chad here from Take It or Leave It, here to go over all the films that I added to my watch list in May. And just as a reminder, the reason I'm doing this is to kind of give you guys a head start, a boost, in developing your own watch list. And with all that said, let's get into the films that I added to my watch list in May that I'm curious about. These are the films that I think might be a good fit for me. Some standouts include Do Not Expect Too Much from the End of the World, which is a Romanian film that definitely has elements of Noah Baumbach's White Noise with Adam Driver. Then there's The Last Night in the Life of Death, which has an interesting synopsis, I thought, in which Death is confronted with the possibility that there's no longer any use for his kind. Then there's Parallax, in which a critic called this an ambitious, low-budget thriller. This visually striking freak-out quietly blends a bonkers sci-fi slant into a story that's eerily easy to identify with. Then there's A Sacrifice, which stars Eric Bana and involves some culty shit, which is almost always pretty fun, to me at least. And then there's Eudaimonia, which follows a young artist with telepathic abilities who searches for connection and meaning in a world of her own eccentric design. So yeah, I'm definitely curious about these films, and maybe with a little more investigation, they might get bumped up into the interested category. Speaking of which, let's get into the films that I added to my watch list in May that I'm interested in. These are the films that I'm confident are a good fit for me. Some standouts include Screwdriver, which I actually recommended in a YouTube short. Keep an eye out for more YouTube shorts during the week, by the way. Then there's The Demon Disorder, which tells the story of Graham, Jake, and Philip Riley and their deceased father. Their paths collide when a family secret is discovered, leading their father's garage to become the site of revenge from beyond the grave. Then there's The Royal Hotel and The Surfer, which are two Australian survival revenge thrillers, the latter of which stars Nicolas Cage. Then there's Megalopolis, which, if I'm being honest, I'm mostly just fascinated about this polarizing film from Francis Ford Coppola. Seriously, I don't think I've seen a film this polarizing in a while. Then there's The Deep Dark, and I was definitely getting some serious The Descent vibes from this film. And lastly, there's The Well, which looks like a gnarly creature feature that's getting strong reviews so far. And now we're going to move on to the films that I added to my watch list in May that I'm sold on. This list is made up of films that I'm confident are a good fit for me, and I'm hearing good things from critics and audience members. Some standouts include Wild-Eyed and Wicked, which looks like an interesting psychological horror fantasy indie. Then there's Good One, and this has a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes, with a good amount of critics, one of which said, "For something so seemingly simple on the surface, Good One hides surprising, complex depths that will haunt viewers long after it's over." Then there's Chime, which is actually a medium-length film at only 45 minutes long, but it's from the director of Cure, so I can't help but get jacked up for that. And lastly, there's A Million Days, which definitely has elements of The Artifice Girl, in the sense that it's a well-written, lo-fi, sci-fi film with an AI focus. I actually saw this film recently, and I'm a huge fan of it. If it sounds interesting, definitely take a look. But now let's get to the last category, which are the films that I added to my watch list in May that I need to see ASAP. This list is made up of films that I'm confident are a good fit for me. I'm hearing really good things from critics and audience members, and there's an X factor and a sense of urgency where I need to see this thing immediately. The films in this category include Handling the Undead, which is a zombie flick from the director of Let the Right One In, so yeah, sign me up. Then there's Man, also known as Killer of Men, and this definitely has elements of American Psycho and The House That Jack Built, if it was directed by Michael Mann. And lastly, there's The Shrouds, which is the new sci-fi tech conspiracy thriller from David Cronenberg, and yeah, that's obviously a day one for me. But those are just my thoughts, take it or leave it. What do you guys think? Do you like this list? Do you think I missed anything? Are there any films on this list that you're not excited about? Let me know down in the comment section, let's talk about it. And if you enjoyed this video but you want more information information about what's on my watch list, what I'm currently watching, the kind of ratings I'm giving these films, as well as upcoming releases I'm looking forward to. Don't forget to follow me on track.tv. My username is TIOLI_reviews. The link is in the description box. Go ahead and click it and start following me on Tracked, and I look forward to seeing you over there. And as usual, guys, thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I really appreciate it. Don't be afraid to hit that like and subscribe button, and until next time, I'm Chad from Take It or Leave It, and I'll check you later.
Check you later, check you later.
Hey man, get off my case.
Oh man, chicks don't want to hear that shit.